Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and tonight we're going to make a manger scene that I cut out probably a week or so ago. And I did send out a telegram, so I hope everybody got that, saying that I was going to be on in 15 minutes, which it's 15 minutes now. Hopefully you've had a good Thursday, and we're going to make the manger scene. So I did prep a little bit before I came on, because it's just difficult sometimes to paint or whatever. I went ahead and I put the little sleeves on the arms, and I just have to paint a little bit of the face. So I'm just going to use some scrap paper to put my different things. Hey, Miss Della, thank you. Happy Thursday to you, girl. Hey, Miss Beth and Miss Jerry, how are y'all today? So let me see if this will work. I put some more white and black in my containers. Hey, Miss Bonnie. Hey, Miss Nancy. So good to see y'all. I'm going to put white with the peachy color so I can paint. Let's see. Thank you for painting the page. I appreciate that. Did y'all have a good Thursday? I have been extremely busy. Oh, you got to cook. It's okay, Miss Jerry or Miss June. Thank you, Miss June, for coming on for a second to tell me that. Now I'm just going to do the fronts because I did take stain and I put it on the sides of this, and of course this is not going to be seen on the back, so I'm not going to worry about painting that part. Chemo Saturday, Miss Jerry. Well, hopefully it'll go by quickly and you won't have so much problem or anything. I'll be saying a prayer for you. One of my friend's husbands passed away. And of course I can't go back right now to Memphis. And I feel bad that I can't go. Hey, Candy, it's good to see you. Thank you from Pennsylvania. I'm in Texas, was in Memphis, Tennessee. But I can't go back to the funeral this weekend because I've got too much going on here with the house. So I'm just painting the arms, or really the hands and part of the arm. And I'm just doing the front side because you won't see the back, just like that. All right, now I'm gonna that's the mustache. I gotta set it to the side. Now I'm gonna do the heads of Tennessee. Miss Janet, how are you doing? So I'm gonna do the fronts of these characters. Jesus' parents, so to speak. And let's see. Do y'all hear me okay? I hope so. Let me see if I have it all the way turned up. I don't. All right, do y'all hear me better now? I don't know if y'all didn't hear me or not. I turned the TV off. My ex-husband is in town in Victoria to help my son get his car back. They were fixing it because there was a hailstorm before I got here. Company arriving for the weekend. Well, I hope it's good company and that you have a good time. That's a good thing. I did a little bit of caulking today. Not very much, though, honestly. And I had to cook. And they came over to finish a couple little things on the house. It's just all the time something, isn't it? Hey, Diana. It's so good to see you. So let me see here. Hopefully I'll get this done in a couple of swipes only instead of having to keep painting it and painting it. Well, I say that and then, all right, so there's Mary, here's Joseph, and then now I'm going to do a little bit on baby Jesus. Hey, Miss Connie, good to see you. So now I'm doing baby Jesus. Just like that. And then now I'm going to take some white and put on this. This is a lamb. So I want to get white by itself. And we're going to paint the front of this. Now I did stain the sides and the back of this one since you're going to be able to see both. You've been cleaning and pre-cooking for family. Well, I imagine you have to do that when you get some people coming to your house. They just visiting for the weekend, Miss Janet? Telling you, when I get all my stuff done, it's going to take a long time trying to get everything unpacked because I haven't done any unpacking. Hardly at all. There's so much to be done. I'm trying to get all the caulking done so we can get the painting done before it gets cold again, if it gets cold. I don't even know how it is here. Now I'm going to get some little bit of black, and then we're going to put it with the white, or some white, I should say. And we're going to make gray for the donkey. So let's see what we can do. And remember those pieces of wood that we cut from the trees when we were cutting down trees and everything? That is what I'm using for the bottom of this, for everything to sit on. It is a little bit warped, but I will take screws and I'll show you when I start putting everything together. I'm going to wood glue to the bottom of the board. All right, so there's the body of the donkey, and here's the head of the donkey. I cut out both of these. Now I'm going to do the sides of the head because you might be able to see it. It's cold there, but sunny. Yeah, 67. It was 67 or 68 here. So it was not too bad. Trying to see which one's the right side. I think it's this one. So you'll be able to see the side of the head. So I'm going to go ahead and paint it instead of doing it with the stain like I did the rest. All right, and this is the side. See if I have enough here without having to get more paint on here. Let's see. All right, so there's the little head. Now this is the lamb. Now I'm going to get that gray off of there, and we're going to put some white back on here, and I'm going to paint the lamb again because it needs another coat, but it looks like that the donkey should be okay. I'm also going to do the sides of this because you'll be able to see the sides. The whole head is white, but the little ears are black. So let me go back with this. And hopefully, I did cut this out about a week ago. Hey, Miss Sandy, how are you doing? We're making a manger scene. Hopefully I can do it justice here. Let me try to get it all the way across. And let's dry it. It was sunny here too, but this morning it was kind of chilly, and so I didn't go out. It's supposed to be a little warmer, so I'm going to try to get out tomorrow and finish that caulking. I'm telling you, that is like hard work doing the caulking. I'm going to put a little bit of this black on here. We're going to try to do this one more coat too. Just a little bit. All right, now I'm going to dry this too. Woo! Hot on my hand, hot on my hand. Gosh. All right. So I'm going to take some black. I'm going to take one little dot of black, and we're going to paint around both of them. If I can get just a dot. There we go. Don't want to waste any paint, you know. Be so glad. Probably next week I'll be in my craft room. We're going to pray that we're going to get in the craft room. So everybody say a prayer for me. All right, so I'm going to go around the edge of this with the dark, with the black. I'm going to give it some dimension. Let me dry this again. All right, let's try this again. I need a little bit of water. Excited for me? Yes. I've been waiting and waiting, right? Now, y'all, I went to go get my license, and like I said, I had to have a whole lot of stuff, and I can't do it. I had to do another thing. I had to call and get my divorce decree, a copy of it sent to me, so hopefully I'll get it before I have to go and get my license. This is just the weirdest thing. They have to prove that Tanya Mansfield was Tanya Key and all this kind of stuff because my birth certificate says Tanya Key. I never knew all of this. It's so crazy. I don't remember doing that, but of course, you have all your stuff when you're at home. And now I told her, I said, I don't know that I have anything. I can't find my stuff. I don't know what box it's in. So I'm hoping that I'll get that copy if I don't get in my craft room and be able to find it come December the 1st. I wanted to vote in the primaries. In the primaries this month, isn't it the 7th or the 8th or something like that? Do y'all know? The presidential primaries, because next year is the presidential, and I want to make sure that I vote there. All right, so that's the body, and I did do a little bit around the edges. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the head. They don't care. Don't know what you're talking about, Miss Connie. Don't care about what? November the 7th. See, and I'm not going to be able to vote because I can't get my license and all of that to be able to register. So I didn't even think of all that. Of course, I could go back to Tennessee and vote, but I'm not going back to Tennessee anytime soon. So I don't know what to do. You voted, but it was just amendments and school board stuff on your ballot. Not the president. I thought the primaries were coming up. I don't know, y'all. I did think the primaries. All right, I'm trying to make this kind of there. Let me get just a little bit more. Just like this and like this. All right. So there is the little donkey. Now we got to do the edge of this. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate you. Nope, nothing about the president. Well, booger. Well, I guess it's good then, but I swear I thought, or is it next year that it is before they do anything? But I thought this was going to tell who was going to be in the running, right? Hey, Miss Donna. It's good to see you. Hey, Miss Margaret, too. I don't know if I said hey to you or not. So, I don't know. Boy, I remember when I was young and my mom was voting and all this kind of stuff on everything. And I could care less about anything. And now I care. It's the same thing. I guess when I was young. All right, here is the body. See, I just made a little bit of fluff. Now I'm going to do a few little, I don't know what you want to call these, to make them look like he's fluffy. And then we're going to do the head. I'm going to have to do some more of the white on here. So I'm not missing much. It's just addendums and things. Primaries is in the same year of the election, so next year. Okay, Miss Jerry, thank you, girl. I just could have sworn it was this November. Sorry, not December. So I don't know. Hey, Miss Linda. So good to see you. All right, let me dry this. So let me do this. We will vote in May for the people running for the next November president. Okay, Miss Christie. Thank you for saying that. I obviously know nothing about that. Nothing. All right. So let me do the edge of this. Woo, that was hot. Yeah, I don't know about all these elections and stuff. All right. Now, that's the little sheep head, but I got to do the black on the ears. Well, we hope you're well, too. I'm good. How are you doing, Miss Linda? All right, so we're going to do this black. Man, this is This black's not good. Let me shake it. It's not very good at all. Let's see. Maybe I didn't shake it good enough. There's a little better. It's kind of thin. Wonder why it did that. All right. So there's the little ears. Man, this is a weird one. All right, let me dry that. Hey, Connie. Yes, Sherry's correct. Okay, good. Now I'm going to go back over the faces because they I can see through those. So I'm going to try to do that next. Let me try to get a bigger brush. Still recuperating from breast biopsy. I bet, girl. I haven't ever had to have a biopsy. I did have to have an ultrasound, and then they did, I don't know, something, but I don't think I had a biopsy once. But they had to check it. And the lady that read my mammogram, she's like the best in the business. So I'm glad that I had her reading it, because she knows her stuff. And I didn't have to have anything, thank goodness. I just had fibrocystic breast. All right, let me see about baby. Baby Jesus. All right, let's dry those faces. Stereotactic type. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you were able to get that done, and hopefully all is good. Now I'm going to do this kind of golden yellow and the star that goes behind them. So I'm going to get kind of this yellow right here, and that way I can put a little bit of gold with it. And I'm going to put some white with it too. I don't like the way it's really bright. Bright. So I'm going to try to tone it down just a little bit. And I probably really want the gold instead of the really bright yellow here. But we're just going to see. Let me hold it to the side. I'm probably going to put the gold on, because I don't know if I like this one. Let's see. What does that look like? I guess it looks okay, but I think I'm going to put some gold with it. Dry this a little bit. Let Jesus dry, and then I'm gonna, this is the little thing for Mary. This is for Joseph. And this is the star that I got at Dollar Tree. And we're gonna put it down like this. We want the little hole to be back behind the bottom. Ooh, I'm making a mess. Let me get that off of there. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna worry about the sides so much. They're brown, and I can stain the back of this, or I can go all the way around with the yellow. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I probably won't do that until the next time later. Ooh, making mess. There. This looks pretty good with the star. I just think baby Jesus ought to be a little bit more golden. I hear Mike at the door. That's your daddy. Go get him. You hear him? Alright, so this yellow is good for the star back behind them. And I don't have to do any more than one coat. Results were benign. A metal clip placed for a marker was removed. Recheck in 6 months. Oh, good. I'm glad to know that. Yeah, I hope I don't ever have any problem. I don't really have family history. I had a great aunt that had breast cancer, but she was like 76. So that's really not family history. And she's like far away, you know, relative or whatever. All right, so this is the star. Let me dry this. It's definitely good news, Linda. And we want this dry because we're going to glue it to the bottom of that. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it as soon as I get this dry. Hey, Miss Pat, how are you doing? So good to see you today. How was your day? Let's make sure that this one and this one's really dry. Now let's see. Now this is a piece of that tree. Now I did take my saw and I cut this in half. It's not exactly straight, so it's going to be difficult to put Mary over here, but we're going to do it. We're going to try. So what I wanted to do was put some of this. Look at him. Do y'all see me? I'm so sorry, but it was trying to reconnect. I don't know if the internet was having an issue or what. So what I'm going to do is move Mary and Joseph over. Hey, Miss Maria. And then I'm going to do this. And I don't know why that I put it all over the back. Because, and then we're going to hold it for a second. Hey, Miss Marjorie. How are you doing? And Miss Maria, thank you for painting the page, girl. All right, so I did put a whole bunch of stuff right here. And I didn't need to do that. Look, it's just like a bunch of boogies. It froze on you. Yeah, it was the internet, I think. Just had like a hiccup or something. I don't know. All right. So see, this is the background. And I'm going to put my stuff right here. So I'm going to let this just lay here for a second. And I'm just going to put it upside down. So the weight of the wood will be on there and it'll, you know, be good. All right. So we're going to paint Mary and Joseph's outfits. Okay. And we're going to put yellow on this too. Let me get gold if I can find it. And we're going to put a little bit of gold on the baby Jesus because it needs to be a little bit different color than the other yellow. So I'm just going to paint it a little bit brighter or darker. I don't know what you want to call this. There we go. See? So now it's a little bit darker. And I'm going to let him sit over there. I'm going to dry him just a little bit. Hey, Miss Janet Sherman and Miss Ellen, how are y'all doing? Thank you for coming on. All right, let me get that yellow off. And I've got creamy color. Let me find it. Gosh almighty. That's pale daffodil. It's not what I want. Light mocha. I wanted cream color. Where is cream? That's light mocha. Everything but what I want. Well, I may have to use a light mocha. We're just going to use kind of a beige color. It will be a little bit different than her outfit. This was a, what do you call this? A napkin, and it had a pretty edge on it, and it's cream color, but I don't have a cream color, so I'm just gonna, let me put my yellow back in here. Even though I did add white to it, I'm going to put it back in here so we don't waste anything. I'm so glad you're good. I'm doing good too. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate it, Miss Ellen. So good to see you, Miss Janet. All right, and we're going to use brown too in a minute. This is his mustache, and we're going to put a beard on him as well. But let me get these over here. I don't want to get paint on those. So what I'm going to do is just take this light mocha, if I can find it now. Here it is. You're so tired. You're going to be early night for you trying to stay awake until 7. I don't blame you there. Did you work all day, Miss Maria? Let me shake this. I know how that is working. Now this is a really light kind of tan or khaki color. And I'm just going to put it on her anyway. I guess she can have 2 different colors. Hey Kim Massengill, how are you doing? So I'm just doing the fronts because I did do color on the side there with the stain. All right. I'm going to try to do green on him. All right, that's the beige color. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Kim. All right, we're going to dry this, and then we'll put her stuff on. It won't take too long. Thank you for the hearts. And thank you for sprinkling, everybody that does. Yeah, it sure is. And that's the reason why I don't want to do it anymore, Miss Kim. That's the reason why I'm not going to do it anymore. All right, let me put that over there. I'm going to try to get this green. This says real green, and it's a gloss. It's also old. I haven't really used it. So I'm trying to shake it because I have a feeling it's real thin. Yes. And it's been a day, huh? Okay, this isn't too bad. I thought it was going to be real thin, but it's not. All right, let me get that off. Now I'm going to try this. This is as close to that green as I could find. And we're just going to have this for our background. Now I am going to go over this. I don't know why I just didn't do the beard. I was going to paint the beard on here. But I put the green all the way up, but it's okay. We'll go over it. Once we dry it, we should be able to do that. Let's see. All right, let me dry this. Oh, Lord. Everybody just ignore. Miss Pat, can you do something? I know it. I can't get rid of it. I just tried. I would if I could, Miss Kim. Hopefully, Miss Pat can take care of that. All right. So, let me go ahead and put the little head on here. And I'm just going to use a little dab of wood glue. And then I'm also going to use a little bit of hot glue because it'll be easier to put on here. I'm trying to pull it out to the side, okay? So there's the little lamb, y'all. And now we're going to do the little head on the body here. So I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here and a little bit of the hot glue as well. All right. Now I'm kind of just going to put it up and down. All right. So there is the body for that and the head. So I've got my babies done. Now we're going to do this. I'm going to put the arms on here. And I'm going to do the same thing, just a little bit of wood glue and a little bit of hot glue. I'll put it really close, just a little dab on each one. Now I went ahead and I did these ahead of time. And we just want it to lay there like that. And then I'm going to get this. And I wanted the little scalloped edge to be on the front because I thought it was pretty. Hey, Tina, thank you so much. Yes, Miss Kim, thank you for saying that. All right, so what I'm going to do is just put this. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right in the middle, so it'll be on her forehead, like this, okay? Yes, ma'am, Miss Sandy, I cut them out. All right. So now when I put her stuff on, it'll be like this, but I've got to make it a little bit better because it's kind of leaning and all that kind of stuff. So what I want to do is kind of do it like this. I'm just twisting the fabric a little bit. And I was sitting here trying to figure all this out, how I was going to do it. So I'm just twisting it. If you'll notice, see how it does this? I'm just doing it down like that a little bit. And I'm just taking this on the side and putting a little bit of hot glue. And let's see here. And I want it to go over the arms a little bit. So I'm letting it stay out. Now I may end up having to cut part of the back off. You know, I did this the wrong way. But that's okay. What am I doing? I'm doing everything inside out. All right, you want to put it to the front. And I think I'm going to cut part of it off. Let's see. I'm going to cut the bottom off because it's just a little bit too long. Now, there we go. Now I want it to go together like that, okay? So we're just going to take a little bit of glue in the back, glue that down, and then we're going to take this and go like this. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here, and then we're just going to do that. Okay. And her arm's coming off. Once the wood glue takes effect, it should be fine. All right. So here's Mary, okay? Good old Mary. All right, we're going to let her sit for a second. We're going to work on Joseph. Let me make sure he's dry. Thank you, Miss Pat. I was trying to, but it wouldn't do. It would not work for me. All right, so what I'm going to do is take a brush here, and I'm going to paint a beard with brown. And this is the brown oxide. I'm going to move it over here so y'all really can't see where I'm getting my paint from. You got him? Thank goodness. I'm telling you, these people will not leave us alone in the comments or anything. Come on. All right, I think I got it now. Maybe it's just this paint. I have the worst time with this particular paint. Well, maybe I don't need it. Maybe I can just go in there like that. All right. So this is the mustache. Should have probably done the beard too, but I didn't think about that. I'm just like, okay, a little mustache. All right. Now I'm just going to take this and dab right in here. And just keep going. I'm probably going to take a darker one. But I'm just dabbing it on here like this. Going over the green to give him a beard right there. Hey, Miss Pat Tyner. You keep missing my live broadcast. You get notices. Not always home to watch. It's okay. I appreciate you being here now. I haven't finished yet. All right, let me see here. Let me dry that. I don't know what I'm thinking. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. All right, so let's dry this. And then we're going to try to put his little outfit on. Let me make sure I'm doing the right side this time. The other, it really didn't matter so much. All right. So we got to get the middle. Let me figure out what the middle is. It's right where the line is. Well, we're just going to do it on here. How about that? All right. So I'm laying it down. I want it to go a little bit down his forehead here. And then we got to do the same thing with this because it just kind of lays out too much. So we're going to have to do it this way a little bit. Let me twist it. Just like that. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right here on the corner and on the side. Just like that. And the same thing on this side. Let me get a little bit right there and on the side and right there on his front of his face, just a little bit. Now, I don't know, I had a piece of jute, and I don't know what I did with it. I had a bunch of jute. What'd I do with it? I don't know. All right, but let me get his arms. Now, I got his little arms right here, and I already, you know, put them together. And we're just going to put them right here. I'm going to put a little bit on this side and a little bit on this side and a little bit of glue. This kind of glue. Wood glue. That's probably going to take a little bit of time for it to set up. Okay. This kind of goes over it anyway, like that. See, there's Joseph. Something in the middle of your hair. Yeah, right here, it's caulk. I did more caulking, and I guess I can get it on me. Okay, so let me put his little mustache on. Boy, y'all see everything on my head, don't ya? All right, let me make sure. There we go. Okay. Now, there is Joseph. I got to put the little eyes on him. I'm just trying to let them dry for a second. Now, let me put the baby Jesus. I'm going to make some brown and put around the edge. And I want the burnt umber because I want it to, show up. I did way too much. Let me find my brush, my little one. Yes, it's coming along. It's almost ready to paint, but not quite. I still have some caulking to do, Maria. But yes, it's getting there. All right. Now I'm trying to put this brown all the way around here, but I want it to kind of look like grass or whatever as well. Oh my goodness, you are so funny. Got something in your hair. Yes, I do. All right. Let me put some right in here. Get a little bit more. All right. So there is baby Jesus, okay? Now I'm going to put a little bit of brown right on the edge of him. Give him some color. Just because I have this brown on here. There. So now he's got a little bit of color. All right, now I'm going to get black, y'all. Let me find it. Now this is the bad black. I don't know. There we go. Let me shake it a little bit. Now, hopefully that's better. I'm going to take a little bitty brush. They're on it. I know. They just want me to look good. Well, I'm not looking good these days. All right, so we're going to put little dots right here. Okay. So there's baby Jesus. I'm going to let him dry right there for a second. I'm going to do the same thing to Mary and Joseph. They're not big enough to put my little eyes, so I'm just going to do the eyes like I normally do for small projects, and that's just little beady eyes. I want to make sure it's the same size. All right, now we're going to do the same thing over here. And it is a little bit better, thank goodness. Get more on the brush. There we go. Now we're going to put blush on her. And I've got this, so we're going to try to dry all these. I got to do the other animals too. Shouldn't have put it in the water yet, darn it. Let's see. It's got a little bit of water. Got to be careful. All right, so there's the little eyes on the donkey. And now we're going to do the eyes on the lamb. One more eye. All right. You wish you could stay a little while. All right, let me dry this. Let me do baby Jesus first. We don't want it to spread or anything. Hey, Miss Dreama. How you liking Texas weather? It's about the same as it is in Memphis. They're a little bit colder up there than we are down here because we're pretty far south. So I like it okay. I have such steady hands. Alright, so we're drying all this. I guess I do have pretty steady hands. I might have to touch this one up, but this one's good. Now I'm going to put some blush on all of them. The little donkey has weird eyes, so we're going to have to fix that. Let's see what we can do. I don't know what I did. Let's see. Let me get a little bit of white. Just, way a little bit too much. And I'm just putting a little bit of white down here at the bottom. And a little bit on his ears, okay? See there? I had to fix him a little bit. All right, now I'm going to take this and we're going to put some on there. He has crazy eyes. I know, he did, until I fixed it a little bit, thank goodness. Oh, my goodness. Where's my blush? It's in the bottom of this thing. Let me get it. It's really blush instead of eyeshadow. Eyeshadow just doesn't work as well as the blush does. It's just this is not as bright as the one I'm used to, but that's all they had. So I'm just using what I've got. Are you around Penny and Alan? I don't know. Where do they live? I don't know. Are they in Texas too? I didn't know that. Miss Sandy. All right. So there's baby Jesus. He's kind of got a lot of blush. Let me try to do this upside down. Sorry you haven't been on for a while. You were moving and it was hard to get you older. You get older when you get older. Oh, I understand, Miss Dreama. You got that right. When we get older, it's harder to do stuff. It's okay. I'm glad you're here now. As much as I want a million eyes on here, I like having my people that are always here. Y'all are so sweet. All right. Now I've just kind of made his whole face pink. You're welcome. You can't help it. You know, we got lives and we can't always do it. And there's other people that you might want to watch too. And I understand. Okay. There's the little cheeks for that. Now we got to do Miss Mary. And she's a girl, so we know we want to make that for her. West Texas. Well, I'm South Central Texas, so I don't think we're together. We're not close. Let me get one more finger part. Yeah, I didn't know they were in Texas, I guess. I've met both of them in April. All right. So there's Miss Mary. All right, so now what I'm going to do, this should be dry. This should be really dry. Okay? And it is. It's on there really well. So what we're going to do, let me get this and put it up. We are going to set these on here. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to try to do it upside down, y'all. This is not a perfect slice, okay? So I'm going to use a good bit of glue, even if it comes out from under here. And I'm just going to put the hot glue on top of this and see if it helps. The Bible characters are so cute. Thank you so much. Ooh, it makes noise. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah. We're going to put him kind of right here. And I'm going to put him like at an angle. Okay. Then we're going to put Miss Mary on there. I'm going to do the same thing with her. And we're going to put this wood glue and then hot glue. And I'm just going to put it on top of it. And it does make noise. Makes crinkly noise. Woo, come back here to Mama. All right. Let me turn this around because this one's a little bit harder to do. And she's going to take a minute to sit. You love nativity scenes. I do too. This is cute too. I want part of her thing to come on the other side, so I'm trying to fix her a little bit. There we go. I'm probably going to need a little bit more hot glue at the bottom. There is a lot of glue on here, and I am going to take a drill and drill up in there. You keep losing internet? I'm sorry. Let me get another glue stick in here. All right, so this is Mary and Joseph, okay? But I am going to go from the bottom and I'll drill up in there. That way they're secure on the wood because she's kind of leaning just slightly. You may not be able to tell though, but she is. Let me figure out which one I want where. Let me find baby Jesus. And we want him to be close to his parents. I say his parents. Jesus is God's child, but y'all know what I mean. So we're going to put a good amount here. We're going to put it kind of close because we have two animals to put on there too. So I'm going to put a big blob of this and a big blob over here. And hopefully that will hold him. Let's see. There we go. And then now I'm going to show y'all, okay? But let me just go on and do this part. This is so cute. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. He's got two little feet. legs or whatever. Thank you, Miss Margaret. I'm going to show y'all. All right. So you're ready? Ready? So here is the manger scene. Joseph and Mary, baby Jesus, a donkey and a lamb. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Miss Jackie, if you're on there, I didn't see you come in. But let me put it up close so y'all can see better. It's so pretty. Thank you so much. So I like it. You love it? You love it, Miss Ellen? Let me put y'all down so y'all can see better. There we go. Isn't it cute? Thank you, Miss Janet, Miss Pat, Cynthia, Miss Linda, Miss Beth. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry it took a hot minute to get everything painted, but it does look cute. I'm going to put this on here. I don't want to waste my brown. There we go. A winner. Thank you so much. I'm so glad y'all could come on tonight. I'm getting my wood glued closed. Beautiful. Thank you, Miss Donna. Thank you, Miss Margaret, for those hearts. I appreciate that, everybody. So I enjoyed this so much. Thank you, Miss Cynthia. Remember to sprinkle the video, please. That's true. So I will see y'all on Sunday about 6 p.m. Central, and we'll do another craft. I'm going to try to do a video here in a second, so I can have that between now and then. Thank you for the hearts so much. Thank you for the stars, whoever gave those to me, which usually is Miss Pat or Miss Maria. Do I have a paint on me? Anyway, so I will see y'all on Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, and y'all have a good evening. Now, I am coming on Saturday as well for an event with Terry Burton. So I've posted that every day, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So make sure that you will be there, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, y'all, for coming on. Take care. See you Saturday. Bye-bye.